I'm Michelle Gussow, and this is something straight out of my mind.
So when I tell people that Sal Mineo was one of my favorite actors, people tend to not be too surprised. Um, the reaction is usually, yeah, you like everybody who passed away, especially who passed away too soon. And this video dedicated to his memory now because today, February 12th, is the anniversary of his passing in 1976. But I'm going to step into the realm of controversial here by stating, in effect, publicly for the first time, that I never did buy the official story of what happened to him. And a lot of people jump, eager to pounce when somebody says that. Oh, but, this guy confessed. It's like, well, maybe, and we're going to take a look at that. But I have read the account. Many times, I've read the the what I call ear witness statements, and it just doesn't feel right to me. Never did. And I'm doing one of those because I just, it's the best way I can describe it. It just didn't feel right. It felt more like this guy was waiting for him. Not just waiting to rob somebody. Waiting specifically for him. And I've had somebody say to me, well, they lived there, they knew who he was, maybe they, were specifically waiting to just mug him. And it's like, well, he didn't have anything at that point. And then if you actually view the scene, the person killed him and didn't even take anything. And again, I should back up and say the official narrative was that it was a mugging, robbery gone wrong. And that just didn't feel right either. If you've got somebody who's just out there looking to mug anybody, this person's putting up a fight and starts to run, you run the other direction and go find somebody else. That's the usual. And I know people are going to come on here and argue with me, but this, as somebody with a psychology background and worked with people who did more investigative type stuff, we discussed this. So what happened is he came back, and it was, very late, and everybody heard him yelling, like, oh no, help me, help me. And I always said it felt like he knew the person, or he realized that person was there to target him and end him, rather, and just take something. And well, this guy confessed. The guy confessed. Oh, okay. Well, I've got two possibilities, and one is simply that he wanted the recognition of having killed, mugged a famous person, and he's a little bit more of a celebrity as a criminal. But I did have another thought. It had come out that Sal Mineo was looking to do I don't want to say biopic, but like a bio documentary almost on Sirhan and the Robert Kennedy assassination, from the point of view that he wasn't just a lone gunman, and that he wasn't in it by himself, and there were other things at play. And I think a lot of us understand now that that's a no-no. And so there has been floated that possibility. And so that even goes back. I mean, if it is the guy and he confessed, it's probably better to confess to a robbery gone wrong than I was hired to get rid of him and be next. So that's a possibility. It's something I'm going to tell you. I don't have any definitive idea. I'm not Kim Russo. I don't really have the vision of it, but just the feeling when it's not right. And I think he was specifically targeted. I think the intention was to kill him. And I hope that's something that gets looked into a little bit more. I don't think it's ever too late. And maybe something will get classified that'll have an arrow in that direction. Never know. But just something to think about. Whatever your opinion is, share it with me. And I'll see you next time I have something straight out of my mind.